in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics drier than the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I've sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Is a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah.
Richardson going right to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 in the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Richardson. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to one set of downs.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's caught. It's Josh Downs.
That was fast, love.
Gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him. Trying to move towards the center of the field. So he put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action with Richardson. And just not enough on the floor there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They just walk down the dirty hill, man.
Backwards on this drive. Come through another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception.
You just gonna go grab some? Or you gonna...
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I was asking.
I want to talk to you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw.
Burgers.
It's caught. Mitchell.
I want to say JJ's. I want some poppers.
And now we've got a 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
Let's talk about confidence in runners and
I do chicken.
quarterbacks. How about the protection detail?
I want some poppers.
Anyone near the guy
I want some poppers.
Richardson. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
You might as well order it while you're there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off
What is it?
goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this
Cash.
to the 30.
Go get mommy phone.
Thank you.
No.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. It's set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now it's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Jags, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. Eluding the pressure right. Open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Richardson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on the 1st and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. A touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2 minutes.
Working end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Not a lot.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early. No
maybe
question.
20.
14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
20, 25.
There looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams,
You probably got to add them when you get there.
talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
You said what?
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but
Think that'll be good.
room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what he did on that play.
Nah, I didn't. Looked like he had one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start, and it ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. For Kidder here, it's complete. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Good play defense.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Downs going in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Richardson looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out right at the 25. Opted to run for it. The
That's a
decision
fat man.
good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through the first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to keep this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
In motion, the tight end. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs from the last 2 snaps. It's so impressive. Trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. He's running it. I keep going back to him.
Looking for the crossing route. He's got Mitchell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 23 yards to pick up there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That complete to Downs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morales. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Lawrence will throw.
A dump off for Mason. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Richardson. And it's complete to Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Richardson working from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers is gone.
For real?
A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about
it. Boom.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got Mason complete.
And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Lawrence.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Kyle Pitts.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back in at the 7-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On the give, it's Mason.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he's gonna be
That's my fault. That's all me. That's a pick. That's a pick right there, Jack. That's all you. That's your fault right there. You had him.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the
You had him.
goes in motion left. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be a little shy of
Definitely had him.
25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To the right goes Mason. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Mason.
I can't get that hole, Mr. Real. I can't get that hole? Okay. Just a bit.
55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry.
It's a bit. A double shot of whiskey.
They'll hand it to Mason. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Is everybody in a bucket?
Staring at this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Mason. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
But partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage of and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And the penetration.
Where your clothes at? Put your shirt on. I don't know, baby. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she went to get some food.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far.
Bring it to me and bring your cup.
A little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence changing the play. From the 17, Lawrence, short throw.
I need a fumble or some guy.
Oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying
It
to
looks
the
like
football, getting him on the
orange
ground,
here.
but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield,
I put it back.
their job is to
Huh?
get low, almost get into
I put it
the
back.
run sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Kaz, go upstairs real quick, buddy.
You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run here with Mason. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Man, come on. 2, 3, back your ass up.
To the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 38-yard line. With that catch, he goes over.
God damn it, man. All you gotta do is back up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shit.
Here's Mason.
Look at this shit.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Another carry
Come on,
for the
guys.
leader.
Play defense.
Good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
On the run is Mason.
Look at this shit.
And he'll get this into the end zone.
All because 23 didn't back up. And he told him to back up.
4th
the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, something appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Richardson shotgun on third down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Richardson looking to throw. And that nearly picked off.
Just adding that thing.
First interception of the game.
That's all you need, is a little air. That's all you need, a little air.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back the door. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. And Richardson looks to throw once more. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Lawrence. And that one drops down.
Good play 3-9.
Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Being chased out left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's
Bro, dive and swat the ball down.
use their first timeout.
The fuck?
As they're stopping with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to.
I'm just trying to get a swat, bro. I ain't trying to do nothing fancy.
Yeah, a lot of people would call
Swat the ball down. That's all I'm
I
asking.
think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his pass catching.
Get this shit.
That's Pitts. Now the
Can't get no more yards, I can tell you that.
timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds.
You definitely can't get no more yards.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Firing quickly here against the
Why is this man not coming down, bro?
past the 30, almost to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
God dang it.
2 remaining. We'll be back.
Come down.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Mason. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot
No
of
way.
their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for
Oh, he missed it.
And his kick here is good.
That's some bullshit, bro. Good game, bro.
What a ball game this was. What an